move, pick it up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go.
It's about to be a lit day today.
Hey, let's get back to our swagger, come on.
All of them get the dough down.
That is the juggernaut.
All right, welcome back to the Audible, presented by Verizon. My name is Gabe Henderson alongside Ben Leber. And our guy, EK54, is joining us, Eric Kendricks.
What's up, everybody?
Middle linebacker for the Minnesota Vikings. How you holding up, man?
I'm solid.
You good?
I'm solid.
I love it. I love the short answer. But
I wonder what response.
You can't ever. You got to keep your cards, closed. You can't ever let anybody know. Really, no. I'm actually pretty good. Get some wins. And I'll be really good.
I wondered what response you're going to give, because for everybody out there that's watching this, this is the second take because I forgot to turn my mic on, and so he said solid the first time, and I was like, that's a great answer. I need to use solid a little bit more often, and then you did solid again. So I don't know, maybe that's just your thing.
Solid.
You always say you're solid.
I always do say I'm solid.
Okay, that's your thing.
That's my thing.
The song by Drake is even better than the answer. But I got a trivia question for you, EK. First trivia question, because we start off this segment every week with a trivia question. So this week is linebacker themed, and the question is, since 2015, when you entered the league, you've recorded 438 solo tackles, which ranks 5th most in the NFL during that time frame. There are only 3 linebackers that have recorded more, and I need you to name the 3. I'll give you a hint, though. All 3 are in the NFC, and 2 of them are currently playing in the NFC South.
Who's in the NFC South? What teams?
Buccaneers, Falcons, Saints, Panthers.
Okay. So you have Kuechly?
No, he's not in it no more.
Okay. Panthers. You just listed 4 teams.
I just listed 4. Yeah.
See, I almost went straight Panthers. Hold on.
Yeah.
Bobby Wagner.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Levante David.
Okay.
Yep. Got it.
And DeMario Davis.
Wow.
Got it.
That's great. We were just talking off camera.
Yeah, got it.
I was like, is this question?
It helped me when you gave me the conference. Who was in the conference?
Yeah.
NFC South.
We got Wagner.
Yep.
Yep. And we got Levante David, but we did not get DeMario Davis.
That was a tough one.
He's a very solid player, man.
Yes.
Are you a stats guy? Like, do you pay attention to your stats and all that stuff?
I mean, sometimes they come up, but not really.
Yeah.
My family would tell me, oh, you had this many tackles after the game, or sometimes I didn't know how many tackles I had after the game, but right now I have no idea how many I have.
But you're not one of those guys that could name off your college stats and all this.
No.
Yeah.
No. I mean, I know generally what I did, but.
Yeah. But you know that you've had 100 tackles in the NFL since your rookie season, right?
Yeah. Okay. I know that.
And do you know this is the most tackles you've had in the first 4 games in your career?
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
47. As a linebacker, is that a good or is that a good thing? 47 tackles in the first 7 games?
It makes sense.
First 4 games?
It makes sense. We played a lot of really, tough run teams. The Bengals ran the ball a lot, and last week obviously they ran the ball a lot, so it makes sense a little bit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. How's your body feel overall? I mean,
that's
a lot of contact.
I play linebacker. It's never gonna feel perfect, but it feels pretty good. I have my regimen down to a T, so I just stick to that.
Oh, speaking of regimen, can I get into this?
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm not creeping on you. It's things I notice when I'm on the sideline doing my job, okay? But I always had to think when I was playing linebacker, during commercial breaks, we'd go on the field, and I'd always kind of jump tuck. I'd jump and pull my knees up to kind of loosen up.
Yeah.
That was kind of like my thing.
He's working.
But you do this side to side thing.
Yeah. That's my jam right there.
Where did you?
Because you gotta. Because that's
almost, yeah. It's very much a linebacker movement. But it's also kind of a Polynesian thing, it looks like. You look like you're kind of getting ready to do a haka thing.
So it's like a hips, my hips kind of thing. When I get out there, chances are I'm going to move sideline to sideline.
Yep.
So it's that movement, that shuffling back and forth, it just gets me warm,
Yeah.
It's not, I don't have to really sprint that far. I kind of keep it underneath me, and I love that.
So off the field, what do you do to make sure you are ready on the field?
Shoot.
Doesn't have to be football related.
Besides eating and hydrating, eating good, I feel like I've definitely changed. My diet has changed the most since I entered the league for sure.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing recently. But I get acupuncture. I get acupuncture twice a week, massages twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week. I see a chiropractor. I see maybe 2 if I need to. I have different people do different things. I do red light therapy. Just started taping my mouth shut when I go to sleep.
Taping your mouth shut?
Yeah.
To nasal breathe?
Yeah, breathing through your nose.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that helping?
Yeah, I mean, it's about like breathing through the diaphragm, right? So that's all my buddy Brian Peters, who used to play here, he's the one that was kind of introduced me to like, the breathing exercise and things like that. So I've been trying to introduce that a little bit.
You feel like that's increased your lung capacity or your, I feel like I'd choke.
No,
like I would
so
bite the tape
everyone
off.
thinks that. Everyone thinks you can take, like, it's like, how would you not, first of all, it has a little slit in it. So like if you want to breathe, you can sip through your mouth, but like, no, yeah, you're usually pretty good. Like, doesn't even think about it.
So it's like right before you go to sleep, you put it on, or like you like eat
tape
before you
over.
put it on.
Yeah, it's like, you can order them, like, it's like mouth tape. Just like Google it.
Okay.
Yeah, and it sticks on your facial hair?
I try to, I got pretty big lips, so I just.
You just kind of like pucker mouth, right there, a little X.
You go duck lips.
Yeah, exactly.
I am curious about your diet, because that is the one thing that changed for me immensely when I went from Kansas State to Southern California to play for the Chargers. Like, how the mentality is in California is way different than it is in the Midwest. Just culturally, the way that they look at health and wellness and stuff. So that was like eye-opening to me. But you're going from that area to the Midwest where things are different. Like, what has changed? Like, all the things that I found out probably you knew growing up.
Yeah, I mean, in a sense, yeah, I agree. But I've been a guy who like always kind of struggled keeping my weight on throughout the season. So it was kind of like volume over anything. Like whatever I can get my hands on, whatever I can eat, whatever I was in the mood to eat. Like the more I can eat, the better. And as I go, like it's kind of slowing down a little bit. It's more about like lifting weights and what my body needs to recover. So I kind of just been doing like the blood tests and then just going off that. And then it's been really good for me so far.
Yeah.
For like being so conscious of your body and then going home in a fast car where you just like speeding off and then back to, a normal routine. How do you find that balance between, slow, steady versus when I get in my car, I'm full go?
I'm not so much full go in the car. I like driving the cars though, for sure. I feel like life is about balance, man. You got to do things that obviously make you happy. But if you're like, let's say if it comes to my job, if I'm not taking care of my business, then I'm gonna have anxiety when I get to work or when I step on the field on Sunday. Like, I'm gonna be like, dang, did I prepare enough? So I'm never gonna have that anxiety. I'm always gonna take care of that. And then, everything just falls into play.
You have a car you like? Because I know you and Daniil are like big into cars.
I got a car.
Okay, talk to me.
I got the Viper that's up here right now. It's 1995 Viper RT10.
Okay.
It was my grandpa's originally, and I'm just taking care of it now. Keeping it real chill. I don't really like to drive.
Is that a
too
sentimental
fast.
thing, or you really like that car?
No, I really like the car. Like, I've always loved the car because I've always known that he's had it, and I've always kind of been like, dang, like that's so sweet. And I've always loved cars since a kid. So it's kind of cool that I get to take care of it now. I'm gonna keep it in good shape forever. And but I'm terrified of that car, so I just cruise it.
Yeah.
In Los Angeles, I have my Porsche GT3 RS, which is like my baby. Like, as soon as I got to the NFL, like I was like, I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna make these tackles that you're talking about. And when I get the next contract, I'm gonna treat myself, and I did. And it's been like the best car ever. Just put 10,000 miles on it, so that's kind of a lot for a collector's car.
You posted about that.
Yeah, I did post about it. It meant a lot to me. You know what I mean? It was like people were telling me not to, I should drive it too much or whatever, but I enjoyed every bit of it, and I really feel like a little kid in there.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's your car, man.
Absolutely.
Like, you do what you want to do with it. If you want to go out and enjoy it and put some miles on, put some miles on.
Yeah, no, and it's been amazing. It's the braking is crazy on that car.
So I'm prefacing this question because I asked Daniil, I said, because I know you guys are really big into cars together. You guys, switch lanes is what, you can describe that a little bit more, but like, I asked him, I said, hey, is there anything in correlation between the way you play the game and your love for cars? And he basically said, well, I love, going around curbs. And it's like, if you look at what I do for a living, I get around left tackles for a living or right tackles for a living. And, that's kind of the correlation between the two. For you, is there any correlation playing the linebacker position?
I guess it's stop and go. If you want to, I guess I can compare the Porsche for me because it's like, Porsche is a really durable car. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like really durable, really like, and for me, like I've always been, my whole career, I've always been the small linebacker, you know what I mean? The one, the undersized one. So it's kind of like, I kind of like my car, it's fast and it's agile and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's got to get dirty when it's got to get dirty. So I like
it's
that.
understated.
Yeah,
yeah, I like
exactly.
that. Okay, manual or automatic transmission you prefer?
It depends. In the Porsche, I feel like it has an automatic transmission. Manual would be awesome, but for that, I feel like it's pretty precise with the automatic. But I feel like there's nothing like going through gears though. Like you can't replace that really. I learned how to drive a car with stick shift, and I know a lot of people don't know how to drive really stick shift anymore. So it's fun, man. You enjoy it. You don't have the many distractions of the road. Your phone and stuff like that. Like you're not even thinking about that. You're just one hand on the wheel, one hand on the shifter. Yeah.
How about the paddle shifts? You like the paddle shift?
I like the paddle shifts. Yeah, no doubt. It's like I said, the PDK on the Porsche is really precise.
Yeah.
What about the windows? Manual or automatic?
Definitely.
Does anybody want the old crank windows anymore?
You know what's crazy is the Viper actually has no windows on it. It has these windows that you can like these vinyl windows that you can like attach and pull off, but like it has no like windows or no door handles either. You have to like reach in and like open it.
How do you feel about Tesla?
I love Tesla.
Okay. So I didn't know if you're one of those guys like, I gotta have a gas-powered car. Like,
no,
old school, you love your grandpa's Viper, like that whole feel, but you like the feel of like that get up and go of the.
Oh yeah. I think that, there's obviously some beauty in both, right?
Yeah.
There's like the sound and then, the RPM, you can't really replace that as far as electric car, but at the same time, like the preciseness of an electric car,
those things
no gas, it's good for the environment. They're starting to be ridiculously fast too. So it's like you can't really compare the two, honestly.
Man, I love it. Well, I guess whether you're in a car or in your helmet, you get to let your hair out and just have fun and be yourself. Exactly. So when we get back after the break, we'll talk a little bit about who you are when your helmet comes on. We'll be right back with more from Eric Kendricks on the Audible, presented by Verizon.
Let's go!
It's about to be a lit day today.
Hey, let's get back to our swagger. Come on.
All of them get the dough down.
That is the juggernaut.
All right, welcome back to the Audible, presented by Verizon. Ben Leber, my name is Gabe Henderson, alongside Eric Kendricks, our special guest for the night. And EK, I know you did some painting last year in the off season, and I know you kind of related it to football with the field being your canvas and you painting the picture of how you want everything to look. So on the field, who is Eric Kendricks, the person that we love to see on Sundays?
Dang, that's a good question. I hope that everybody just feels my presence in a way that, it's not really overbearing, but at the same time, like, they know I got them. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they know they can look at me and count on me, and I'm not gonna back down from nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take the challenge, and I'm just trying to win, man, every time.
Can I ask you a linebacker question?
Please.
You're obviously extremely smart, right? But you're not the green dot linebacker. Why is that? And to preface this, the green dot linebacker is that guy that gets the speaker in the helmet, that gets the call, that gives the call out, gives some of the checks and adjustments. But like, you're clearly able to handle that.
I think that it's a little bit of both. Like, it's about being efficient too. Anthony gets the call and he gives it to the defense, and then I'm usually staring at the defense. His back is to the the offense. I'm usually staring at the offense. So as soon as they break up, I can set things. I know where tight end's at.
Right.
It works better. It's like obviously you can have all the responsibility on me, but I think it just works better to break it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever tried it?
Yeah, I tried it. I can tell you a story about when I was a rookie when I had it.
Please.
So I remember when it was my first. It was like a couple practices in, and I had the green dot, and I was going with the ones, and it was like Everson, Linval, Brian Robinson, Barr, Harry, Xavier, all the guys, and I broke the huddle. Like I called the play and I broke the huddle, and nobody was breaking the huddle. Like no one was, just like everyone's like rookie. Like I'm not gonna break the huddle. Like so no one was breaking the huddle. Come back to it, say the play, no one breaks the huddle. Eric, break the huddle. Why are you not breaking the huddle? Well, I'm trying, but just no one's clapping. No one's giving me anything right now. I'm a rookie out here. So I think that's how it started, really.
And you're like, nah, no, I don't need this before every play.
The seat does enough. But like playing that linebacker position, man. I mean, I know some defense coordinators say that the safety is the quarterback of the defense, but the linebacker is the quarterback of this defense. How much pride do you take in that, and how much pride do you take in, getting this defense back on track?
Yeah, man, I take a lot of pride in it. Obviously, we all work hard during the week, but I also, along with that, I do appreciate just as much as when I give a call, when I set the front or whatever, when it's echoed and when it's, when people are on the same page, that's when it's really great. Obviously, I can call the front, I can set this, I can do that, but it really doesn't mean a damn if no one's really communicating back with me and we're all on the same page, we're all talking about things that can possibly happen. So that's really my favorite,
Yeah.
I don't even want to take the, responsibility for that fully.
How is it from your progression of the way that you identify offenses and think as you get the call and what's coming up, from the time that you're a rookie to now and being in this defense? I mean, how much more wide open is your mind?
Yeah,
like tendencies and seeing all the details of what the offense is trying to do.
Definitely way more. So when I was a rookie, it was just kind of like get it, spit it, line up, play. Now it's like, what have they done the past 2 quarters? Okay, they've done this. All right, we're gonna line up. Are we going to get the same play out of a different formation? Are we going to get this? How are they going to? And it's just more thinking. It's like everything's kind of slowed down a little bit. You just got. At home, it's hard. Everything's loud. But it's definitely slowed down.
That's a great point that you just brought up, because on the offensive side of the ball, it's always quiet. But for, I guess, defense, everybody's loud. You're trying to communicate. So
they're trying to get the crowd, and
so you never hear about it from the defensive perspective, trying to get the call in to make sure the guys are on the same page.
No, it's loud. Our stadium's loud, like, for real.
$1 million question everybody wants to know before you leave is, Anthony Barr hasn't played in 18 games. You finally get the chance to play with your guy again. How excited are you to play with him and for him to be back, especially after a long off season that he didn't want to happen?
Yeah, no, I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait for him. I'm excited for him, but it's good to have my guy back out there. We obviously been working together for 10 years now, at this point. And in the off seasons, all the work he puts in, I know how hard he works. I know how much he cares about it. I know how much he, watches film, knows what's going on, knows the situations. I mean, we can go on and on. Like, man's, he's really good. So I'm really excited, and let's do it.
Well, let's stay in the linebacker room. Okay. Nick Vigil comes in, and I think a lot of people around here, like, who's this guy? Like, everybody's kind of Googling, like, what's this guy about? Like, oh, okay, he's kind of a more of a pass situational guy, right? And then he comes in because of Barr's injury still and whatever, and has to play all 3 downs. And he's been playing well. Like, what have you seen out of Nick, and what are you surprised by anything? I mean, probably not.
No, obviously, practice in the games is different. I've always known Nick could play since we started practicing in the spring. Great ball player, very smart, knows the system. But as we get to the games, he's right there. Very present, very active, communicating well. I mean, we got a good group of linebackers, no doubt. And I feel like since I've been here, it's kind of been that way. As guys have went down, we've had guys step up, Eric Wilson, those kind of guys. And obviously, I came in with Chad Greenway and Audie Cole, and I mean, the list goes on and on. But it just shows you how much we value smart linebackers in our system, and we coach well as well.
I mean, speaking of being coached well, you've been with Adam Zimmer since you got here. So how have you grown with him, and how have you seen him grow as a coach?
Man, obviously we just now we're just communicating. We're just trying to figure out what we can do best to win games, to win situations, to put us in better places. So it's crazy. Over the years, this is my 7th year, so we've been together. But it's good because he's very much like his dad in the fact that he knows the defense in and out and X's and O's, all that stuff, very dialed in. But then it's like he's on the chiller side of his dad, so we get both sides. And I like that about him. I like that he's his own person as well.
We made a lot to do in the public and media about Dalvin Tomlinson, Michael Pierce, about what it looks like on paper. Now that we're 4 games into the season, Is that all coming to fruition? Like, are those two big guys for you as a linebacker, like really helping out as opposed to last year, like holding up guys and extra special attention so none of the linemen can get up to you guys to make plays?
Oh, definitely, man. Those guys work every day too. Grinders for sure. And I'm excited. We still have more time to go. So I feel like we're only gonna get better. And yeah, shout out to them.
The ultimate goal, I mean, we'll get a couple more questions. The ultimate goal every week is to win. When it gets to divisional games, I guess you re-emphasize that a little bit more. So when it comes to a Lions team that we've beat 7 times in a row, what is the mindset, especially a team that's 0-4 and we can't overlook them?
Man, division games are always going to be tough. I was telling the young guys, after the first game, I'm like, hey, you guys got to buckle up because these games are always going to come down to the wire. Mm-hmm. It's always going to be situational. It's always going to be 1 or 2 plays, and we need to be locked in for the remainder of the season. And Lions, they may maybe 0-4 right now, but you look at their film and it's like they're doing great things. They lost a couple close games, and they're kind of in a similar situation to us where it's like a few plays here or there, and the record's totally different.
So as far as being in the community, how more involved do you plan on being after football? I
mean, I just feel like I'm gonna continue doing what I can. Obviously, I think that what I've learned, especially since I've been in the NFL, is I can give as much as I can give, and I got to give to myself too. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna continue to do that. I'm gonna continue to give when I can, and when something's right for me, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? But the same breath, I'm not gonna sit here and say that I'm going to overextend myself and not take care of my other business that I have to take care of. But yeah, definitely. That's always my goal is to achieve enough to where I can help enough. You know what I mean? So.
All right. One other off the field thing. I've been saving this for last.
Sure.
Let's go. Got the hippie feet socks on.
Yeah, man. I saw your post. I'm like, that's a good cause. Kind of a cool look. I like the retro. I got my daughter that long sleeve shirt, that kind of retro speed racer type of shirt.
Sweet, huh?
So yeah, it is sweet. Yeah. So good for you, man.
Appreciate it.
Go to hippiefeetsocks.com, right?
Yep.
That's where it is.
And there's a little 54 collection. It was fun to make. I try to make it car themed. We talked about cars a lot. So
awesome.
Cool, man.
Awesome. Well, EK, appreciate your time today. I know you got a lot more to do, and you got a game to get ready for. So, best of luck. Let's go beat those Motor City kids. Appreciate it.
That was great.